Hi everybody, Martyn at Flicking Feathers again today. I'm tying this CDC Mayfly emerger pattern. It's getting to that time, right? The danicas and vulgatas are going to start turning up for a lot of people anyway. This will work. I mean, stillwaters and rivers. It's a good pattern. So, as always, I'll put a materials list in the description, along with a link to the Patreon page for anyone that wants to support the channel, which will get you entered into the giveaways, right, for the flies that have been tying. So there's that. It's the first one that's going in. It's going in this box here. So, got my hook and my vice. Or I will have in a minute. Got my hook and my vice. It's a super grub. Right, size 10. If you can find the same profile on an 8, you can go as big as an 8, right? 8s and 10s. And you can sort of scale it and adjust the colours for different species of mayfly, I suppose. So I'm going to start some Uni 80. This is light olive. It's got a sort of yellowy sheen to it I quite like. And I'm just going to run this right round the bend. Come quite far, right? So I want like maybe something like 35 degrees to the hook point if I make a straight line. Just come up and just get a wee bed on and let that hang. So I'm going to put a wee tail of some pheasant tail fibres on it. Say 4 or 5, right? Because I mean they'll break on fish, right? Just transfer your hand, just catch that, let the thread torque, carry that around, 3 wraps. Make sure you're on the top of the hook, see how you're sitting. That's no bad for me. And come back up. This is just to make it easier on the way back down for attaching the rib. So the rib's £5 Maxima chameleon, right, the kind of brown one. So take a length of that, catch it, draw the end in, and I'm just going to bring it down on my side. And I'm going to wind up against the butts of the pheasant tail, but I'm not going to go over them. Right? But we have hitch in here so that if I bump my thread, nothing happens. Just wind this up. I'm going to counter wrap it because obviously it's a weak fibre. Just putting a wee brown butt, right? Come across, keep everything tight, turn on the hook, over, on the hook, over, and then that just stops the counter wrapped fibre trying to draw the thread back. Tie the rest of that off the length of the abdomen. Get that about the weight. And then here's your eye stub of white. This is quite sparkly, I like it. On this pattern, if you prefer a muted pattern, a muted fly, you don't need the flash, right? You can just have a sort of creamy, any kind of creamy dubbing will do. Right, and especially when this is in the water, the yellowy olive will shine through. So we'll get that back, just use the bare thread just to get me back and just build my wee body. Try to get a bit of taper in as you go, and when you're sort of just in front of the hook point more or less, just use that up there. That's the end of your abdomen. Any kind of long fibres, just take them out of the way. Rib. Nice bit of sort of brown segmentation there in the abdomen, at the back end of the nymph. Catch them off. And I tie this, right, it's obviously very slick, so I like to just tie it the length of the thorax. So that side for the next one. That's no bad at that. So I'm going to put a little loop, but also an emergent wing. Right, I'm sort of doubling up. So I've got these. I've got the Petition CDC, sort of yellow olive, right, which is nice for the danicas, right, or greendrakes if you want to call them. You can either tie them sort of splaying away like that, or you can just lie them flat. I'm going to tie them splaying away from each other. Oops. So just put them together. Right. These are lovely big long feathers, right? That's what I like about these. Now, wing length, I mean, it's a big fly, right? I like it coming off the back, behind the hook, right? It's not like the foot as if I was tying a full dun, but still a decent size, right? And if you want to, when you're fishing, you can obviously just pinch these out if you feel like it's too big, if it's too much. Get them in. Trim away the waste, but I'm going to keep these. Tidy up, right? There's a couple of natural CDC. These are not as big, right? Obviously the sort of natural wild ones not as big as these big domestic white ones that you get from Martyn. But two decent sized feathers, and I'm going to just take the waste piece for the previous fly, just lie it on top, right, and then I'm just going to tie two on my side, right, so I've got a yellow and a natural, and then I'll do two on the other. Checking the order I've got the colours in there. It just escaped me. Let me get them in. I'm just going to draw everything back, anything that's loose anyway, draw it back, get that in nice and secure, right, get them nice and tightened in. So when I bring these forward, the tips that I tied in earlier, they're between the bubble. Any excess, just tidy that up, come to the front with the thread and just tie back into it. Get a nice clean bed. And I'm going to come in with the same Hare's ear and eye stub. This can be a bit heavier than the abdomen. I like these to be, I mean, they're nice, but they don't need to be like super tidy, right? Like you're imitating that sort of explosive stage of the emergence, right? When the adults are bursting out of the shock and you know, it's puffy and swollen and there's a lot going on. So take these, try to kind of get them all similarly positioned. Just fold them over use your dubbing needle, I just fold them over. A couple of loose turns, see how my loop is. And if you pull, you can make sure that they're all the same. Make sure the loop's all the same length. And tidy up, catch that in nice and tight. Right, get this right messy looking long fibred loop. Right. Now just to finish off, I've still got some waste here. Using the Pheasant CDC, you almost always have enough left at the end to do this. If you're using weird feathers, you might need to get a fresh one and just strip it. Just make sure you don't have any rachis in there. And then all I'm going to do is just dub this on, nice and loose. So I've got a mix of the natural and the yellow olive. Run the thread forward. We like a thread. Yeah, varnish. Put them in. Just going over. And then it's delicate. I'm not going to use the Velcro. I'm just going to come in with the toothbrush. Just free that up a wee bit. Some of them are a wee bit long. Pinch them off so that that wing's apparent, coming out between the bubble. Now, as I say, you might think, oh, it looks a bit scruffy, but I mean, for a fish, that's just looks great. It's just a struggling, emerging greendrake. Get the bits of green, you've got the bits of dun. The blend of colours is really nice. Catches fish like in rivers and still waters. So, hope that was useful. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to give me a thumbs up below, and I'll see you for another one. Tight lines, guys. Bye.